Hey, and welcome everyone to our video guide. My name is Ned. In today's video, we're going to talk about database relationships and how in Caspio we can associate our data with what's called a primary key and a foreign key. Now, if you are building a database application, you have to have the ability to translate your ideas for the app into database tables. And there are two key concepts that we need to be familiar with. One is a one-to-many relationship and a many-to-many relationship. An example of a one-to-many is if you have a table of customers, we know that each customer can have many orders. That's an example of a one-to-many. Or if we have a table of projects, we know that a single project can be linked to many tasks. So you want to organize that data into two separate tables. Now, if we're dealing with a many-to-many will require three different tables. I always like to use a classic example of a PPO and HMO insurance to explain the one-to-many versus many-to-many. So in HMO, it's a classic example of a one-to-many because one primary care physician has many patients, and those patients can only see that primary care physician in their network. In a many-to-many, not only is one primary care physician linked to many patients, but each one of those patients can now see a different doctor outside the network. So that is a classic example of a many-to-many. In my use case today, we're going to be looking at a CRM application. And in advance, I've already set up all 5 of my tables. We're going to go through each table very quickly so that you can see all of my fields. And in the end, we're going to talk about relationships and how we link our tables using a primary key and a foreign key. So the first table we're going to look at is the companies table. And I've listed only a few fields, the important fields that I would need to identify each table. Of course, when you're designing your tables, you might have additional fields listed depending on what type of data you wish to collect inside that table. Now, for my companies table, we have a company ID. That's going to be a unique key or a primary key to identify each company inside this table. The second table we're going to look at is the contacts table. Now, we know that each company can have many contacts. So if we look at the design of this table, you're going to be able to see the contact ID, which is the primary key for this table, because every single contact needs to be identified with a unique ID. But we also have a foreign key, company ID, inside the contacts table because we want to associate our contacts back to our companies. So that's going to be an example of a one-to-many. Then we have our third table, which is the deals table. Each contact can have many deals. So if I look at the design of this table, you're going to be able to see a deal ID, which is the primary key. Also, when you're designing your tables, always add your primary key at the very top of the list. You should always add this field inside every single table that you create. So just get into a habit of adding the primary key at the very top. Now, if you're linking this table to another table, then in this case, you want to have a foreign key. In this case, it's going to be contact ID because I need to associate my deals back to my contacts. Inside this table, I have a second foreign key, employee ID, because I need to know which employee is adding the deal to the database. So now we have 2 foreign keys inside our deals table. So the next table I have is my employees table. So if I look at my design of this table, I only have one primary key, which is the employee ID, but we're stamping that employee ID in the deals table so that we know which employee submitted that deal. And finally, I have a table for notes, which is more or less like my deals table. It's a one-to-many back to our contacts, and you will be able to see the contact ID as the foreign key because I need to associate my notes back to my contacts. And I also want to know which employee added the note so that we can keep track of who is submitting maybe a phone log or maybe an email log into the database. So now that we have seen all 5 of our tables, let's see how we can connect these tables using primary keys and foreign keys. And to do that, we're going to go into relationships. And now we can include all of your tables inside this window, and you can move these tables left and right, up and down, depending on your preference. I'm going to start off with my employees table. As you can see, I can expand and collapse the table. I can move it to the right, left, anywhere I want. It's just like an Access database. If you do have a background using Access or some other database solution, it's always helpful to be able to visualize your schema by including these tables and then linking them using the primary keys and foreign keys. So now we need to ask ourselves the question, what other table is the employee table linked to? So we have the notes table because we want to be able to know which employee is submitting the note. So we simply drag this line from the employee ID to employee ID. We connect these two fields. You're going to get this pop-up window. Caspio is usually smart enough to recognize and detect what type of relationship that is. You can see it's a one-to-many. We're not going to get into settings on this screen. We have other video tutorials that talk about this, but very briefly, you can grab a field from the parent table if you wish to display that value on the report. You can also enforce referential integrity along with cascade delete and also cascade update. But for now, I'm just going to hit create, and you're going to be able to see how that's a one-to-many because a single employee can add many notes. So now what other table is linked back to our employees table? We have the deals table. So now I will move this table down a little bit. It's up to you, whatever preference you have, how you want to organize these tables. I'm going to move this table up a little bit so I can make some space for my deals table. And I know that my employee ID is also stamped inside the deals table. I'll hit create, and now you can see what that looks like. Just by looking at that visual, we now have a good understanding that our employee ID is stamped inside the notes table and also the employee table. Next, I want to link my contacts table back to my notes and also my deals. You can see the foreign key inside both of these two tables. So let's include the contacts table. I'll just position that down a little bit, and we're going to just connect our primary key to our foreign key, hit create, and we're also going to connect the same company ID to our deals table, hit create, and you can see what that looks like. And the final table that I have is the companies table, and the company table links back to our contacts, and all we have to do is stamp the company ID inside the contacts table, hit create, and you're going to be able to see a one-to-many, meaning that one company can have many contacts, which is a common use case in a CRM application. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is a very small use case of how we can in Caspio connect our tables using primary keys and foreign keys to understand the schema and how our application is going to function. If you'd like to see a much more robust and comprehensive video tutorial on relationships with different use cases, check out the related video I've listed up above to learn how to set up more advanced relationships. Thanks for watching and have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.